Kiona Pharr, Foster Care Director, Palmer Home for Children. What's going on at Palmer Home today, Kiona?
Well, we're just chipping away as we always do. This month is Foster Care Awareness Month, so we're pouring into that right now.
Awesome. So what about recruiting foster families to join the Palmer Home Network? You're always looking for good families to be part of the the Palmer Home family, correct?
Correct. We are. We are always in need of families. I mean, at this point, you really can't ever have enough. We have several children that are ready for foster care. We need families to come and be part of the Palmer Home family. We do that through a home study process. You can call us and tell us you're interested. You can go to our website at www.palmerhome.org and you can get information there. But as always, you can always call our 800 number and they can point you in the right direction. But any questions you have, we can answer for you and get you started if you think you might be interested in the process.
Yeah, gotcha. And we've got the Radiothon coming up this July 11th, right?
That is correct, July 11th. So everybody will get to tune in and hear several of us talk about Palmer Home and all the things that we do.
Well, we gotta set that goal, and then of course we're going to cross over that threshold so we can cut Rhino's hair and his beard. That's always the focal point of the Radiothon. Looking forward to that, July 11th, an all-day affair. Really enjoy being on hand at the site there and visiting with all the great people that work at the Palmer Home and of course the foster families and some of the children that even come on the program to tell us about their experience. How's it been going this year? Are you seeing some folks that are graduating through the process that are just entering into their life outside of Palmer Home?
Oh yeah, we've had we have several. So we have families that have come in and joined Palmer Home to serve our foster children. We've seen other families that there's been reunification through working with Palmer Home. We've had young adults that have gone through our transitional care service line that so to speak, graduated and moved on to the next phase of their life. So all of our service lines really just have so much going on right now.
Yeah. What about your staffing? How you doing there? Are you looking for full-time staff?
So we do have some open positions, and those are always listed on our website, again, palmerhome.org. So if anybody's interested in coming to work at Palmer Home, they can always get on our website and check out what we've got available.
Tell us about how Palmer Home works with various state agencies, such as Child Protective Services or Human Services, especially with respect to foster children, foster care.
Right. So actually, Palmer Home is private foster care. We are not affiliated with any agency as far as working directly with them. Obviously, because we are private, most of our foster children that we have actually come to our campus first. That's kind of the goal there. When we get children that are placed at Palmer Home for whatever reason, they come through our campus. We figure out what is the best fit. If you're a foster family with Palmer Home, most of the time you're not going to get a call in the middle of the night that says, "Hey, we need to place a child with you." We really work very hard to match a family and a child together and work through that process and give them time to get to know one another and see that it's a fit before we just put them somewhere, because we want this to be a lasting situation. Obviously reunification is always the goal. Sometimes it's not, but even when children go into foster care with us at Palmer Home, we work with those families, the foster families, to actually work with the children's families. If we're working towards reunification, to all be together on one team.
How do foster children come to Palmer Home? What essentially precipitates them coming under your care or just under your purview?
So when children come to Palmer Home, they are voluntarily placed for whatever reason. There could be a multitude of reasons. A family just might be in need at the time, and need for the children to come to Palmer Home for a little bit, and that's something that we can do. But all of our placements are voluntary.
Okay, they're all voluntary. And is there a range of ages?
Oh yeah. So currently, right now, most of our age range is from 5 years old up to I don't even know right now. I think our oldest is maybe 22, 23. So we have all different age groups, and obviously we have different service lines to service all of those children. We do have our family care that actually works directly with infants. In foster care, we can serve any age. Campus care, any age up to 18, and then transitional care is 18 to 24-year-olds. So we have a very wide range.
Okay. And the goal, is it not, Kiona, is to just give them a stable life setting so that they can thrive, focus on their education, if that may be, and just being a child?
Absolutely. I mean, you always want to create stability when you can, and it's not always easy. I mean, group home life, foster care life, that's not the norm, but what is normal these days anyway. But we want to make it as stable as we can for children and to give them, the family unit the way that God designed it to be. And that's something that we really work hard to do.
And many of them become friends with each other. I've observed that whenever I've been on site.
Oh yes, they do. Just for example, we had a young lady graduate college this past weekend, and the young ladies that live in the transitional care home with her, they were at her graduation. They're a family. Um, so that's what's always good. That these children are able to form relationships, and some may be only children, but then when they leave Palmer home, they left with some siblings, so to speak.
Yeah. And they, of course, get attached to their foster parents as well. The goal is to get them to where they're emancipated and can be productive adults and thrive. And I think we all know that it's critical that they have, again, a stable childhood and a stable setting during their developmental years, just better positions them to be productive as an adult.
Absolutely, and that's something that we work really closely with our families, the foster families that we recruit and that decide to become a part of Palmer Home, is to help them realize that just because this child may grow and move on or may go back be reunified with their family, we train them to work with those families or with those children beyond that. Just because they leave their home doesn't mean that they can't be a part of their life anymore. Oftentimes
Yeah.
our foster are great sources of support for the bio families or guardians in these children as they become adults and get out into the real world.
How long have you been in the new facility? I call it new. I guess it's not all that new now. Like 3 years, is that right?
I think we're at 2 years now.
2 years. Okay. Okay. That's made a big difference, is it not?
Oh yeah, it's a great space. We're able to do so much there. I mean, I know you've seen it at Radiothon, but
Yeah.
we're just able to host everything, get everyone there. When in our previous building, we didn't have that much space. It was hard to get everybody in one place. So we're able
Yeah.
to do that, but also there's so many aspects that we're able to work with children there. We've got classrooms, we have counseling rooms, we've got a gym. We've got a pool for them. So there's lots of things that we can do there in the wellness center.
And the lake and the garden too, right?
Oh yes, yes. We have a lake and we have a garden, and it's great. There's so many things going on in the garden. It's just growing. They're putting different stuff there all the time, so we love it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, so the Radiothon once again coming up July the 11th, and that's all about fundraising because you receive no funds except from private donations, correct?
Correct. We are 100% donation dependent.
Yeah. And the people of Mississippi are good. They're generous, and they open up their wallets. Certainly on Radiothon Day, we keep pushing up the goal, but we keep hitting that goal, which is a good thing. And I know we're going to do it again this coming year because we got to cut Rhino's hair and his beard. So that's That's of paramount importance. We look forward to being on site with you there just in less than a couple of months, July 11th, the Palmer Home for Children Radiothon coming up. Thanks for joining us, Kiona. We'll see you then.
Thanks very much, Gerard.
You bet. We're coming right back, folks, in the Alamut Well studio. Please stay with us.